Hey guys, it's your M.K.S here, back in another video. Hope everyone's well. As it's the 25th today, and a month after Christmas, due to these patterns I have, which I've talked about before in my previous videos, I thought I'd talk about some of my dreams or goals. Unfortunately, I didn't manage to plan. It's quite late at night, so I didn't manage to plan as much as I would like to have done. But anyway, I thought I'd talk about some of my dreams for Mixy Mixies, as I call it, sort of the mixed race community. It's a funny sort of name I call us, to say like we're not too serious, or so not taking ourselves too serious or whatever. But anyway, so yeah, I thought I'd talk about some of the things I'd love us to stand for and my dreams for the mixed race community. And hopefully I won't be too repetitive from some of my previous videos, so I'll do my best to think of some original thoughts or ideas or whatever. But anyway, I hope people out there enjoy it. But as I say, because of my patterns, it's the 25th today, so I thought as people make like the Christmas falls on the 25th, so I have these sort of patterns where I say it's another one of my mental quirks, if you like, but I sort of say where people write their shopping list for Christmas or the wish list. So I thought I'll do that generally, and for life, like what my wish list would be for life. That's what I was hoping to do, but I didn't quite get around to it. Anyway, so I'm going to try and crack on with this list, because otherwise it's going to be too long. But anyway, I hope people out there enjoy it and like the video. So here goes. So number one, I'd love for the mixed race community to be like a united group where we like support each other, uplift each other, and encourage each other, and like listen to each other's ideas and share ideas and things like that. Number two, I hope as part of that, I hope we'll learn from each other, but also like support developing countries or colonized countries and become anti-imperialists. So like we'll go and teach people in Africa and Asia and places like that, and indigenous communities from Australasia, Native Americans and people like that, to like try and teach them things that we know to empower them. So if for those who are mixed race who are good at technology, hopefully like go to parts of our ancestral homelands, or just generally to parts of Asia and Africa. I know I mentioned this a few times, but because like I think like white supremacists or neo-Nazis or the far right often hate like hate people of color. I think it would be good if we like sort of united together. Number three, I'd love for mixed race people to stand for liberty, libertarianism, freedom, like not having too many laws, being fiscally conservative. I know that's a bit rich for me to say, or a bit hypocritical for me to say in a way, because I'm a dole weller and stuff like that. But that's why one reason why I want to make a YouTube channel, to like become financially independent. So hopefully not forcing people to pay for things they don't want to pay for. So giving people more freedoms and freedom of choice, lowering people's taxes, and also I'd love for us to lobby together for like people to choose where more of where their individual taxes go, so people have more choice in life rather than be forced to do things they don't want to do. Whether that be with their money or their health or their body or whatever else. Excuse me. Number four, I'd love for us to stand for pacifism, conscientious objection. I know this is, I probably forgot to say in the intro, but this is like my personal wish list or my personal dreams, like that we wouldn't join the military or gangs or violence, terrorism, violence, whether like only use violence if we really have to as a last resort, like if we're being attacked or if other people are being attacked. Like maybe to stick up for the most vulnerable, but we wouldn't use violence unless it's the last resort, to say, like normally try and talk our way out of problems, and that sort of thing. Number five, as I say, one of the reasons why I call us Mixy Mixies is like it's kind of not to be too offended. Like if people call us, like if people we know call us names, like if people who perhaps are not the most educated or they don't know about political correctness and they call us like half caste or half breed or any other sort of thing like that, then we don't take it too personally and like get too offended too quickly. So that was like my sort of thoughts on that. We're kind of fun loving and that sort of thing is what I'd want us to be. But obviously if people do attack us, then we have to defend ourselves, but generally be sort of slow to be offended, I suppose, is a simple way of putting it. And yeah, like even if people we know call, like sometimes I jokingly call us like mutts or mongrels. A lot of the time I call us that. So it's like it's kind of more of a joke rather than to be taken too seriously. But yeah, so as I say, not taking ourselves too seriously, but also having goals that we do work on, so we can be serious when we need to do, like when we need to be, to help the most vulnerable and disadvantaged people, which I hope to come to. Number 6, I hope we'll always do the best we can and try to push ourselves, not to be lazy, but I'd say like at least work smart, if not work hard, at least work smart. Number 7, talking about dreams, I dream that God will bless mixed race people. Obviously I'm a bit biased, but I wish, like, in return for our love, that God would bless mixed race people, like if we love him more and that sort of thing. Number 8, I'd love for us to work together with other people of colour and oppressed groups and minorities to like support oppressed people, and as I say, especially people of colour, and like especially in those countries I've talked about, like excuse me, developing countries or colonised countries. Just generally support them as much as possible. Again, like running projects that help Indigenous people from Australasia, Aborigines, Maoris, and people like that. Excuse me, as well as people from Africa, Native Americans in Asia, especially, and again, like developing countries or colonized countries generally, even countries like Ireland, as I've talked about before. Excuse me. Sorry. Number 9, I'd love for us to also like be looking after the environment, like planting trees and trying to cut back on waste and look at what uses we can make of things. So rather than throwing things away, like look at if those things can be made use of, if there's some sort of use for those sort of things which can make the world a better place generally. And also I'd love for us to like talk together about how we can tackle poverty and make the world a better place and prioritize and that sort of thing. And number 10, I'd love for us to support or look after like animals and children and the most vulnerable and 10% poorest people or families in every possible country. So I hope that all made sense, and again, hope I didn't repeat myself too much, especially from including from previous videos, and hopefully this wasn't too cringeworthy. And I'm out. Peace and love.